So now, welcome back from New Jersey. We have twin brothers arrested yesterday on charges of terrorist threats against DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin. You may recognize her from many appearances that we've talked about here on our program. This says the department reports a surge in death threats and violent attacks against ICE personnel. Nate Foy is tracking that story. Nate, what do we know right now? Good morning.
Hey, Bill, good morning. So the twins that you just saw are in jail this morning after threatening to shoot ICE agents on site and posting on social media that they wanted to hang and kill DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin. One of the twins, Emilio Roman Flores, faces charges including conspiracy, terroristic threats, criminal coercion, and unlawful possession of an assault weapon. The other twin, Ricardo Antonio Roman Flores, is also charged with conspiracy, terroristic threats. DHS and a local SWAT team found these guns while executing an arrest and search warrant in Absecon, New Jersey, just west of Atlantic City. Assistant Secretary McLaughlin commented on the threats against her life, telling Fox News, quote, "Cowards like these guys won't stop us or slow us down." According to Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons, ICE officers are facing an 8,000% increase in death threats. Just this month, a man was arrested for targeting ICE with Molotov cocktails in Los Angeles. And 2 weeks before that, ICE was targeted with multiple vehicle ramming attacks in North Carolina during Operation Charlotte's Web.
They're being doxxed on social media. They're getting death threats every day. They're under attack, and we're at a place in this country where all of a sudden the ones who enforce law are bad guys, and the ones who broke the laws are victims.
So the New Jersey twins are both American citizens. Right now they're in custody in Atlantic County as they await their next court appearance on federal charges.
Okay,
Bill?
all right, more to come. Nate Foy, thank you. Here in New York, watching that story out of Jersey. Thanks.
I want to bring in constitutional lawyer and Fox News contributor Jonathan Turley. Let's just put up here the charges so that everybody sees them. Unlawful possession of an assault weapon, possession of prohibited weapons, conspiracy, terroristic threats, criminal coercion, cyber harassment. These kind of charges, do they stick?
Well, they probably will stick, particularly on the possession count. That possession count is key because one of the arguments the defense is likely to raise is that this was violent speech, but protected speech, that they were essentially engaging in hyperbolic, even if violent language. That can be protected. It's a question of intent. And that illegal possession count really does help the prosecutors a great deal. They will also be referring to anything else they can show as to intent with regard to the victim.
So it takes it from an idea or an expression online to actually having something physical that would carry out the assault.
That's right. And there's a lot of hateful expression that goes on the internet. You know that as well as I do. But what the federal government's trying to do here is to stem this incredible increase in threats against ICE officers and other officials. And that's being fueled by a lot of the rhetoric coming from the left. I wrote a column long ago criticizing Representative Goldman from New York, who on air said, I haven't seen any evidence of increased threats or violence against ICE officers. So there's this willful blindness by people who are fueling the violent rhetoric and trying to essentially say there's nothing to see here in terms of the really startling rise in threats.
All right. I also wanted to get you to this story because it caught our attention. The New York Attorney General, Letitia James, kind of infamous for lots of reasons, but she put out a guidance letter to schools and school boards about transgender policy. So she wrote this on May 8th. Under the First Amendment, school board meetings are considered limited public fora. This means that school boards that allow public comment may make reasonable, view-neutral rules governing the content of speech allowed, including prohibiting all comments on a particular topic that would have discriminatory, harassing, or bullying effects. And this is largely understood to be about transgender policies. This letter is backdated a little bit, but getting some attention now as parents think, what's going on?
Well, they have a good reason to ask that. The timing is notable. We're heading into midterm elections. And this is one of the issues that is most energizing parents in various states, blue and red. And then suddenly this letter comes out that is actually fairly threatening, saying that if you allow this type of discussion, you may be removed, and these boards could be in trouble for violating New York law. And the letter is very ambiguous. It's just if you go into these areas, you're treading on thin ice. I think that there's a real effort here to chill free speech. James is trying to give cover to officials who have been stopping people, particularly parents, but also other board members, from speaking about transgender policies. This letter is going to give them cover to say, well, we just got a letter from the New York Attorney General that we can't allow this discussion to go forward.
Mm-hmm. Well, she likes to be in the news, so now she's back in the soup. So we'll keep her there. Thank you so much, Jonathan.
Thank you, Dana.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.